Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to do a project as well as show you some of these Mama Elephant products that I've recently purchased from Mama Elephant. So it is a US company, and I actually really want to get them from over here, but they were out of stock nearly everywhere. But once I had a look at the Mama Elephant website, with the shipping cost and everything, it was coming to about the same price as I would buy with postage here. So I just ended up buying them from Mama Elephant direct. So basically what they are, except for this one, this is like a set of the stamps and coordinating dies, and it's called Stems and Sprigs, and it's a really nice die set. I'll put the link below to where you can find them, but definitely if you want to just Google the product name, you can find it probably where you are, depending on if they have it in stock or not. So this is a really cute set of these little flowers, and then you've got some sentiments as well. So there's thank you for being a good friend, special delivery to you with all my love, for you with a hug and a wish for your happiness, bloom with grace wherever life plants you. So really adorable. So I really like these stamps, and if you wanted to cut these flowers and sprigs out, there's the coordinating die, and this is called Stems and Sprigs die set. And I believe, yeah, no, there is only one die set that comes with this, so it's this one. And then I've seen a lot of people creating envelopes, so I think this was created in a way to go with this, but you can actually use this separately. It's called a Botanic envelope, and I actually have another one of these somewhere, very similar. I think it's a slightly bigger size, and oh my gosh, I can't find it, and I bought it probably a few months ago before lockdown and everything, and I can't find it. I don't know where it is in my craft room, but if I find it I'll show you. But it's not from Mama Elephant, it's a different one. This one is the Mama Elephant one, and you get all these little extra bits, so it cuts out your die, the envelope die, and then these little bits cut out like a really thin line to emphasize where your envelope lines are, which is really nice and clever. And then you get some of these leaves that go with it as well. What I really would have loved with this one is a matching stamp, so you could have stamped these bits out as well as cut them out if you wanted to. But anyway, this was about £11, and these combined were about 30, I believe. But just Google them and you'll find them somewhere near you, hopefully. So what I want to do is create something with these now. So the first thing I've done is actually put my stamps onto the stamping platform, and this is Tim Holt's one. It's available at Tonic Studios. I'll put the link for that below as well for you. So I've used some archival black ink here to stamp out my first lot, and this lot I won't be using for today's card demonstration. I've just stamped it so I've got something to play with later. For today's card I'll be using this Harmony ink pad, and these are water reactive ink pads by Crafter's Companion, and I'm going to just here stamp up the flower heads, and I'm going to take a green and then stamp the stems of the flowers as well. If I remember, I'll actually put the colours below for you so you'll know which colours I've used. I think this is really easy method of colouring in these tiny stamps, and I'm actually gonna redo that little leafy one there because the purple went on it. So I'm just going to stamp those with that green, and that should give the bottoms of the flowers. So like I said, I'm going to put the black ones to a side because I'll be using them later. So for now, what I've done here is just taken a water brush pen, and I'm just going to add a tiny bit of water as I go along, and that will just bleed in to the ink already there, and then you can add a bit more if you want to. So I'm just going to stamp a bit of the ink onto some white acetate there and just bring in some more colour. And I find this is so easy to do. I mean, I'm no expert at colouring, but I just find this really easy, and you get very nice results. And because the flowers are really small, you don't have to go crazy with detail. You just need to see where the dark colours would be and where the lights would be. So you're just going to watch me colour these in, and then I'm going to cut them out. So now that they're all coloured in, I'm going to put the dies on top and put them down with some low tack tape and cut them out, so you can see how easy they are to cut out. And I love how it leaves a tiny little white edge, just like professional die cuts or stickers. I think it looks really nice. And all I'm going to do is just pop these out because they have already been die cut here. So now that the flowers are done, I want to concentrate on my envelope. So I've just taken some blue cloudy look some blue cloudy look paper, and I'm putting some double-sided tape on the back. And by doing this, when I pop the flowers behind through that envelope, there's just somewhere where the flowers can just anchor on until I decide if I really want them there or not. So it's just a way of holding them in place while I decide what I want to do. So there I am, putting all the flowers and deciding how I want them. I want it to look quite full and have a few little layers, so that's where I'm going to be putting all these bits and pieces and getting the desired look that I want. I've also used some of those ferns or leaves that come with the envelope die, and I've just cut them out in some white. Here the little detailed die as well, I've just cut that out in white as well, and I'm going to put that on before I forget. And I'm also going to put the top layer, so this is just a little detail die. And then now that I'm happy with my little arrangement, I'm just going to put that to the side and then work on my card base. So I've taken a couple of layers of some Carnation Crafts layered dies, and I wasn't going to initially ink the edges, but I thought by inking the edges it just gives it a bit more depth on the layers, and you can see them a bit more, so they pop a bit more on the card base. Otherwise it's just too faded to the background. So you'll see what a difference it makes on the white card. I've also taken one of the stamps from that stamp sheet, and I've taken a little Tonic Studios die to create that little sentiment, and that's just going to go on the top of the card there. And the final touch for this card, I wasn't gonna, but I'd made a little boo-boo and I put some ink by accident on the card, so I thought I'm going to cover bits of that using these beautiful Nouveau gems. And again, they are by Tonic Studios. Like I say, I always put the link below. So that's going to finish my card off for today. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Check out all the links below, and thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye.